Settling a car crash can mean answering many questions from multiple parties. Some of those questions can center around phone calls, texts, and emails by you and the other person involved in the accident. But it can be confusing when it comes to how these communications can affect your case. So we're joined right now by attorneys Jeffrey Ward and Dawson with the Thumbs Up Guys to learn what you should do if you're ever in this scenario. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Great to have you guys here. All right, so can text messages, emails, or phone calls be used as evidence in an injury case?
Absolutely, all the time. We always tell clients, if they come to us early on, the first question we ask is, have you given a recorded statement? We never want to see that happen because it's always used against you. Same thing with anything in writing, an email, a text message, things like that, because it's always, we've talked about it on previous episodes, it's a snapshot in time. So maybe you're feeling okay that morning and you text out that, oh, my back feels great, but that's just a short window and it's not a look at the whole picture. And so that one text message is going to be used against you. That comment made during the recorded statement is going to be used against you. That email is going to be used against you. So it's just best to not do that type of stuff.
Yeah, we also see it, early on. We send out, Jeff has mentioned this before, preservation of evidence letters, whether it be surveillance or to a defendant asking them to hold onto their cell phone, because we want to be able to figure out were they texting, were they emailing, what were they doing on their phone at the time. We also will get those in some heavily litigated claims that we have. We'll get that from the other side to us saying, hey, we want to see your client's phone. We want all the text messages. We want to know what was being said there. There's obviously certain stuff that's privileged, but communications between them and their friend, that might very well be a discoverable piece of information. And if you're trying to say one thing happened and you're saying another in a text message, that's going to become discoverable, and that can certainly hurt you as well.
You guys gave some good examples there. What other types of messages can actually hurt your claim rather than help it?
Well, if you're thinking about conversations with an adjuster, any comment made during those phone calls, especially if they're recorded, like I said, it's a snapshot in time. So if you're talking about injuries, but if you're talking about the wreck and maybe something said at the scene is now different than what you're saying during one of those recorded calls or in those texts, your conflicting stories often hurt cases too. So keeping things consistent throughout is always easier if there aren't opportunities to contradict yourself. So those text messages, emails, recorded statements, there's just another opportunity for you to maybe remember something slightly differently, but then when it's blown out of proportion, it blows the whole case up.
So do you have any other tips on that communication after a wreck, an accident, incident? Any other tips to keep in mind during this?
I just think anything you put in writing, assume somebody will see it. So if you're typing it, if you're texting it, emailing it, whatever it might be, assume somebody else on the other side sees this. Does this hurt or help my case? So if you think about it like that, then you can be pretty safe in what you're sending. Is going to be fine.
One step further, social media as well. You don't want to be posting things on social media that can be detrimental to your case. Stay off social media right after a wreck. Don't be commenting on what you think happened or how mad you are at the other side, even if that's the case. It's just best to avoid things like that, because in the moment you feel justified, but then 2 weeks, 2 months later, it's only going to hurt you.
In today's world, we just share everything. We put it all out there, so this is really important to keep in mind for sure. Thank you guys so much for all of this information. And if you want to learn more, you can go to inpain.com, call that number on your screen, or follow the Thumbs Up Guys on social media. Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.
We'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah.